What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about EIS migration. I made a post about this on my YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys follow my posts or anything like that. But I made a post about this, so here's the video, guys. So, getting into the video. So we're going to go over a couple things in this video, guys. So, it's going to be a little bit different than some recruitment videos, but what we're going to do is we're going to go over, the migration of people that have already came. We're going to go over the migration list of people that are still on the way, as well as, EIS is, we're still getting recruits. So, if you think that, you can compete and you want to play at a high level, you want to play in a competitive server, and you're active, and you use infantry, you don't need to be an infantry main, but you want to have, like, in your stats right here, if you go to your profile and you look at this stat right here, so for infantry merits, you want this to be, I mean, you don't need to be complete, right? But you want to at least be at that 10 million 15 million range, preferably higher, but so yeah, if you're a good fighter, reach out to the recruitment team. You can reach out to me, any of the R4s. They all and we'll take a look at your profile and we'll see if you'd be a good fit. But yeah, so we're gonna be going over that, the new member, the members that haven't migrated in, and then we're gonna be going over, like, the names in our team, like the elite players, and like some of the top fighters that I believe are in our team that, like, have been around for a little bit, and, like, not just based off this season, but based off the seasons that they've had since they've been here. And yeah, so that's, and then some honorable mentions for people that maybe aren't the best fighters, but they contribute to the community in other ways. But yeah, guys, so with that said, let's get into the video. As you can see, EIS is 22.8 billion power right now. We're down a lot. Multiple players are down over 100 million power. Not only from the recruits coming in, but also in EIS alone. And we still have a lot of people that haven't came yet, and we'll get to that on the list that I'm going to share. But just for the players that have came so far, so you got Crystalite, which she's been around for a long time. I remember playing Crystalite back in Season 2 Plus when she was in BVV Tribe server. She's always been a really good fighter. But yeah, this is Crystal's account. 12 million deads, awesome. Pretty stacked profile. 48 million merits this season, very nice. Panda Sama, I'm not sure what server this guy's coming to, but 1.2 billion kills, 3.5 million deaths, 228 historical highest power. Another, based off the stats, looks really good. Alibaba, I mean, this player, everybody knows this guy. Yeah, so this is Alibaba's account. One of the top fighters in the game. 160 million merits this season, absolutely crazy. Duca Nero, which, you know what, I got that list actually pulled up. We'll just, so I'll go over, like, what servers these guys are coming from. So Duca Nero is from UHA. So this is the UHA player coming in. 750 mil kills, 208 historical highest power. Pretty good stats. Let's see, is he an infantry main? Yeah, so, right here, like, already I love this guy, right? 50 million infantry merits. What a beast, man. So shout out Duca Nero, man. XM5, another really great player. I think the first interaction I had with him was back in the TFS EIS original season with BXS and EXG. Another crazy player. 1.2 billion kills. Great player. Angry Potato, another one from the Ancients group. He's coming over. 260 mil highest power, so he's down 100 mil. 1.2 billion kills, 3.2 million deads, 35 mil merits this season. Very good player. Nikki. I know a lot of you guys probably know Nikki. But yeah, Nikki, another absolutely crazy fighter. 2.1 million kills, 15 million deads, 72 million merits this season. Phenomenal player. Capkai or Capsai. Capsai's coming over. So Capsai's coming over from. Let's see here on this list. He's coming over from a team called Last. Maybe TFS. I don't really know where this guy's from. But a billion kills. The deads need some work. So Cap, if you're watching this video, need some work on your deads, my boy. But other than that, pretty good player. Had some good infantry merits, almost 20 million, 35 mil cav merits. This guy's like a cav imp hybrid type. Does not use range at all, so. Unholy Menden, I believe this is another guy coming over from UHA. Yes, he is. 32 million merits, 800 mil kills, 2.3 mil deads. So that's a Menden. Another great pickup. Kygo from the Ancients group. 166 historical, 800 mil kills, 3.8 mil deads. See his stats. 23 million infantry merits, that's a good sign. And then mages and archers. So he's doing well. Conzius is also another player from UHA coming over. So historical highest 192. He's down 50 mil power around. Almost 1.2 billion kills, 3 billion deads. I believe Conzius is an archer man. I think definitely not an so he's like a cav / archer main. Good infantry. This guy's got good stats all around. Great player. Cow. So Cow is from SSG or Rage. 189 million power, almost 1.3 billion kills, 5 million deads. Looking at his stats, 32 mil with calves, almost the infantry 50 mil badge, which love to see that. 50 mil merits with mages, 20. So this guy cracks stats, man. Great player. 206 million merits since they released all this. So yeah, Cow, great fighter, great player. Happy to have him in EIS. Spartan. Spartan's been around for a lot of you around for a long time. A lot of you guys probably know Spartan, another crazy player. 157 mil historical highest power, almost 1.1 billion kills, 4 million deaths. Let's check Spartan stats. So another, pretty even spread out. But those infantry merits, guys, this is what you want to look for, man. Infantry wins wars. Anybody who is watching this video, infantry wins wars. Now, that's not to say if you're a low spend, or like even really mid spender. Like if you're a mid spender, you want to get like one infantry march. Like get one decent infantry march, and then if you're a higher spender, get 2, 3. If you're a Kraken, you want 3 to 5. Right, but you want to always be sending infantry out for your team, whether it's a blink. If you have T4 infantry, use an ice ring. Infantry, guys. Infantry wins wars. So yeah, great stat. 32 million. Fearless, another great player coming over from TFS. 50 mil merits. 910 million kills, 1.5 million deads. Like, look at this, guys. Almost 50, like another one, almost 50 mil, right? Like this, when I look at somebody's account, guys, and I'll just be transparent, like what does Humble look at when he's looking at somebody's account, right? I look at this, okay? And if they're at 50 mil, great for them, but as the game goes on longer, you look at, okay, when did they achieve that trophy, right? So you can kind of, see if you still see them using imp a lot or not, but right now it's a good metric just to go based off this 50 mil stat alone. and it probably will be for a while. But I look at infantry merits mainly. I would say the next stat that I look at that I think is the most important is probably cav merits. And then I look at these two. You know, these two are like interchangeable to me, right? If you play mages or archers, it's like the same shit in my opinion. But yeah. So, and then I also look at your deads. So since we were on fearless, right? I look at like what is this number? So, you know, this is another number. This just shows that you're You don't need to be like, you know, some of these crazy players that have, you know, 20, 30, 40 million deads, right? Like that's kind of, you know, that's honestly if you have that many deads, you're probably, you know, you're probably swarming like really high cities, you're swarming bastions at full health, you're, you know, you're probably doing a lot of dumb shit, honestly, when it's that high. But you know, you want to look for like you want to, depending on the size of your count, I'd say, you know, you want to be, if you're like, you know, 3 million plus, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, you know, when you start to get towards like 15 million, that's when it's like, okay, this guy's probably just swarming a shit ton of cities and, you know, swarming bastions and, you know, doing stuff like that, right? But deads do matter, guys. But also be smart with your account. You know, everybody knows their spending level. If you can replace the troops, you can replace the troops. But, you know, mainly fill in that bastion, guys. And fill in those rallies when you're rallying players. That's where you want to make your money with deads. You know, don't go out swarming like 100 mil players by yourself and shit like that. Like, especially if you're not a Kraken. Like, that's just wild. Now, if a bastion is like low and you're trying to get it down, then yes, swarm it. There's times for everything, right, guys? Like there's certain times for everything, but some players, man, they're just out there just trying to boost that dead stat like as high as they can, in ways that aren't very smart. So don't be like that, but also don't be the guy that doesn't fill or help your team with bastion. And I know I kind of got off topic right there, but. Deads and infantry merits, guys. That's what EIS looks for in players whenever we're recruiting you. So yeah, I don't know how to say this guy, Owl, something like that. 47 million merits, 130 million power, 179 historical highs, almost a billion kills. Like for his account, 180, 2.4. In my opinion, when I'm looking at this count, I'm like, that's a little bit low. You know, I would like to see this at like 3.5 ish. You know what I mean? But he's not super low, right? Like this is still a respectable amount of deads. But you know, once you start crossing that 3.5, 4 mil mark is when it's like, yeah, cool. Let's see what his conquest is. So 20 million cav merits, 8 million infantry, 20 million mage, and 50 million archer. So this guy's like a archer main. Some cav and mages, and he does use infantry. He's almost at 10 million, which isn't bad. Juice Machine World, so I don't know, is this the same? I don't think this is Machine from UHA, is it? Okay, this might be Machine from UHA. 750 million power, 1.1 million deaths. Yeah, so 16 million, almost 17 million infantry merits, really good. 50 million marksmen. You know, this looks like a good profile. The deads pretty low though. You know, just objectively speaking, like 1.1 mil deads. He is 128 mil though, historical highest. So you got to keep that in mind, but a little bit on the lower end. Fluffy. Another player where, you know, they need no explanation. Fluffy Waffles. He's coming in. 2.5 million kills, 8.6 million deads. Yeah, I mean, Cavs and mages. 37 million infantry merits. 8 million marksmen. So yeah, I mean, Fluffy's account's crazy. Fluffy's a crazy player. Trust, another really good player. This guy was in WB and he went to TFS. I tried to recruit him in the WB TFS SSG season. And he was going over there with some friends, but that small group has since moved to EIS. But Trust, another player, very good player. Like, despite his stats, I know this player, very good player. Almost 200 mil power, historical highest, 800 million kills, 4.2 million deads. And you know, here's the stats: 50 mil with Cavs, 40. Like, look at this guy, bro. Look at this fucking absolute stud. 50 mil Cav merits already, 40 million with infantry, lower end with these. Like, this is a difference maker type of player, man. Very good player. 2-bit. 2-bit is coming over from UHA. This is another UHA guy. So look at his stats. So 363 million kills, almost 3 million deads lifetime. I want to say this guy's an infantry man. My game just like, the hell happened with my game? Why can't I click on people? Okay, so something weird just happened. Okay, the game's reloading, guys. Sorry about that. Hello, brother. Okay, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, 2-bit. So I want to say 2-bit's an infantry player. Yeah. So I mean, despite the stats and kills, guys, 50 million infantry merits already. He doesn't really use any other troop type. This guy's got a lot of respect in my book. Respect to this guy, man. Despite what the stats says, love infantry players, man. They don't get the recognition they deserve, so 2-bit, welcome to the team, bro. Good to have you. And also, didn't he have like 4 mil deads? Or 3 mil deads for 110 mil? This dude's a fucking beast, bro. Straight up. Dude's a beast. Royal J. Is my game doing it again, bro? What is going on, guys? Like, what the hell is going on? Bro. About to crash out. Deadass about to crash out. What's going on? Am I getting hacked? Alright, so... Okay, so Royal J, I think this is Prince J, I want to say. I remember him from... I believe he played with Crystal and VVV and Tribe back in the day. Another crazy player. You know, I've wanted to play with this guy for a while. Awesome player. 60 mil merits this season. He's 91 mil power right now. He's down almost 100 million. 1.6 mil kills, 4.2 million deaths. Let's check those infantry merits, Prince J. Let's see. 32 million, 50 mil calves, 50 mil mages. Yeah, so phenomenal player, guys. So that basically does it for who's here right now. Okay, so we're gonna move into the people that are confirmed that are still moving in, and I did get the green light to share this on stream. So yeah, so let's take a look at those players, guys, that we still have on the way. So we still have some people moving out, of course, and still some people moving in. So we still have Godluck coming in. You can see their stats, what alliance they're from, and who's already migrated in. So we got Godluck from UHA, Corellian from UHA. We got Veneno from UHA still coming in. We got Arsenal Humto coming in from BXS. We got Guzzer coming in from WAO still. Zero is coming in from TFS. Iser from Rack. M from Rack. Purple Knight from HP. Win from Rack. And then we got John Week, JJ, Uskiki. Well, John Week and Jay from Rage. Uskiki and Blinky from WAO. Be My Lover from OO. Donk Buster from YSS. Falcons from TFS. Min Nugiet from RNF. Zen of B from RNF. Bloodline's coming back from WAO. So Bloodline came to EIS in Global Migration. Supposedly he's back and playing again. So, you know, love to see Bloodline back. He's a phenomenal player. He's a selfless player. So if you see this Bloodline, shout out to you, bro. And we'd be happy to have you back in EIS, my friend. And then Rise of Cats from FRND. So you can see kind of the power of these players that haven't came in yet. And we're still accepting applications daily. So, like I said, if you guys want to, come over, have a good time, chill, hit up the recruitment team, guys. We do look at those infantry merits, and we do look at the deads pretty heavily. Those are two of the probably most looked at stats in our recruitment. So that's that. Okay, now guys, for the third section of the video, we're gonna get into who is over here, right? Like who's in EIS? Like we have such a stacked amount of players. Not only are they okay, so we'll show the list, guys. You guys know I like my WordPad from the last video. But we're gonna go over. We got 3 different sections. We got the EIS Elite, the EIS Honorable Mentions, and the EIS Special Mentions, right? So the Elite are the players that are like everybody knows, like they're very well known in the community, and they're also like extremely good players, right? So number 1, Angry Jack, right? Everybody knows like Angry Jack's pretty well known player. Crazy fighter. We got Diablo. Everybody knows Diablo. Crazy fighter. We got Babek. Alright. Another one, like just crazy infantry player, like, Bastion lead, like very good. Agaliath, another one. You know what? Let's see. Wonder can like no, we can't do it. I would share their profiles, but we'll just go over the honestly, you guys probably already know these guys, so I probably don't even need to share their accounts, but if you want to look through EIS and find these guys, you can. Fluffy Waffles, again, extremely good cab player. Alibaba, another extremely good cab player, degenerate. Nikki from Rage, another fantastic player. Waros, he's been an EIS player for a long time. He's always been like our top performer. Extremely good player. Burt Kaido. Burt Kaido was in SK back in the day. He's just a really well-known player. He's an infantry spammer. He's very good player. And then, the R5 Dark, right? Dark is, not only is he the main primary war lead for EIS, he's also a very good player. He plays for an ungodly and unhealthy amount of time. And, Dark deserves to be on this list too. So yeah, these are just like this is just players that are like, they have like the name recognition, and they're also like crazy players that are in EIS. Now we're going to go over, so the players in the EIS honorable mentions are people that have been in EIS for a while that I have seen over the seasons, who are like very consistent, and who I think are the top players that like kind of get overshadowed by like these big names at the top, right? And there's one name I'm going to add here too that I forgot to put on, but we're going to put them on. And, we have a lot of really good players, guys. But I can only put so many people on this list. I'm not going to put the full team on here. You know what I mean? So if you're not on here and you think you should have been on here, I'm sorry. This is just the people when I was looking through the team real quick who I was like, no-brainers, right? And this is a multiple season thing. This isn't like this season or last season. This is like the consistency and all that. So number 1, Pello. Pillow has been with me since season 1, the very beginning. He was in my team. Fantastic fighter. This guy he's very well respected in our team. He's one of our top players. Pillow is an absolute beast. Same can be said for Jay. Jay's been here since Global Migration. Another fantastic player. He's always in the DC. He's in the community. He talks, chats. He's a good person, good vibes to be around. Jay's awesome. Murda. Another one, Murda, fantastic player. He doesn't have that much power, but he's always, going crazy. Like 40 plus million merit seasons. Like, dude's a beast. DSR, one of our garrison leaders. Another player. He's active in the Discord. He's just a good person overall. DSR is just a beast, man. DSR is. The amount of weight that this dude holds on his shoulders for being a garrison lead for EIS, and like, also in our Roots of War, like, DSR is fantastic player. And to be an infantry main and put up the stats he does, fantastic player. Princess. You guys know Princess. right? Like the YouTuber Princess. She is a fighter, man. Princess goes crazy. Princess is a very, very good player. She's a mage main though, so let's not gas her up too much. But yeah, Princess, great player. Miku, another one. Miku, fantastic player. Smart player. Pussy player. You know what I mean? He's that motherfucker that stands in the back with 5 mages, doesn't send things. Kidding. But no, Miku, fantastic player, man. Awesome player. Miku's very good. Joshua, one of the LTS pickups from a couple seasons ago. Every season, this guy's super active in voice chat. He's a community player, and not only is he a community player, but he's very active on the field, and he puts up. I've been impressed with him since he got here. Very good player. Matcha. Now this one might surprise some people, but Matcha. I've been watching Matcha. Some of you motherfuckers don't think I see you out there, but I see you. And Matcha is one of those players. Matcha is a beast, man. Matcha is, he every time I see him, he's just putting up crazy merit to power ratio stats. I mean, he's just putting in work, bro. He's a beast. VPP, another one. Capybara Connoisseur. VPP always going crazy. Yeah, VPP, great player, man. I think one of our top players, top mid level player. These guys overshadow a lot of these guys, but all these players are fantastic. And then a pretty new addition. I think this is his second season with the EIS. Next season will be his third, I believe. Or maybe third, fourth. I don't know. Something. Defook's been here for a little bit, but Defook, he's another one of those players. Super good player, man. Defook is a fighter. Defook's crazy, man. He's a very good player. Another honorable mention that I forgot to leave on here, is Riz. So we're gonna add Riz. Riz is another infantry player. Just another fantastic player, man. He's active in the community, and he's a really good player. So yeah, that'll round up my list of like honorable mentions, and then special mentions to close out the video, guys. A girl, just for all she does for the team. She does a lot behind the scenes. Big shout out to A girl. Thanks for all you do for EIS. Drunk is another one. He does a lot of the stats and stuff like that. He does a lot for the team. So big shout out to Drunk. I've been playing with Drunk for a long time. And yeah. Kolek, another player I've been playing with for a long time. Agro, all these players I've been playing with for a long time, honestly. Kolek, another player. He manages our Roots of War team. He's our main Roots of War leader. Kolek, big shout out to him. He does a lot for the team, a lot, man. I know Kolek, you get teased a little bit in EIS, but we love you, bro. And happy to have you, man. T-Shaw, another person, the pet connoisseur of EIS. He runs all the numbers, all the stats. He gives all the bills out to lazy people like me who don't want to do the research, and just says, put this here, press go, type stuff. So big shout out to T-Shaw, man. And all the R4 team, right? Like if you aren't on here and you're on the R4 team, just the R4 team in general. Our R4 team is very contributive. We don't really have much leeches in there. There's a couple. I think every leadership has that, but for the most part, most of them are very active and they contribute in a big way. So, shout out to you guys in the R4 team. For the ones who don't really do shit, you know who you are. But I like to call those players legacy R4s. They've just been R4s for so long that they kind of just took a back seat. But they're important figureheads for the Alliance, and I love them all the same. So, with that being said, guys, it's been fun, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.